.NET Aspire is a great tool for local .NET development and even non-.NET development locally, as well as even some deployment. But recently there's been some controversy around the fact that one of the core things that it depends on is a library that is not open source. And so the question is Aspire fully open source? So let's take a look at what a Reddit post came up with recently. This is the core of Aspire not open source? And this kicked off a bit of controversy and some questions, and rightly so, because if you're depending on a tool that you think is open source, but the core of it, the thing that it depends on, it won't work without, isn't open source, and it might later be have a different license attached to it, well, that's a problem. And so people got concerned because there was a binary called BCP or DCP in the middle of Aspire, and Aspire would not run without this. Now, to be clear, what DCP does, or Developer Control Plane, is it's a tool written by Microsoft, written in Go, because it connects to Kubernetes, and it's basically Kubernetes Lite, among other things. It's a bit more than I want to get into, but it was written in Go because of the fact that Kubernetes is written in Go, and it's some very easy connections between the two. And basically it becomes a bridge then for the rest of Aspire to work off of, a platform to build upon. And so they created this DCP.exe, and then they applied a different license to it than the rest of Aspire. Aspire is open source under the MIT license, but DCP, people noticed, actually has a file attached to it that said, hey, you have a license to use this, but we may change what you can't do with this license in the future. And that concerns some people. And again, rightly so. If you have a tool that you depend on that all of a sudden changes, so you have to either pay for it, or you have to do something different, or maybe can't even use it, that would be a problem. And so it caused some stir in the community. There's a whole bunch here, people saying like, no, it's not open source, and here's why. And then getting kind of frustrated, and again, understandably so. But I want to point out, because I'm a big fan of Aspire, I'm a big fan of what it does, and I was concerned. I was waiting for some response from Microsoft before I just jumped into this video, because I want to make sure they had a chance to respond and say, this is what we're going to do, or we're going to change what we're doing. And the answer is they changed what they were doing. DCP is now open source under the MIT license. So now Aspire is fully open source. Even the tool that it depends on, that it wouldn't function without, is now open source. Yes, this is in Go. And you may say, well, why isn't it written in .NET? Because it had a much more native connection to Kubernetes using the Go language than it did with C# and .NET. But building upon this is Aspire, which is written in .NET, and it connects to this in .NET. So it's not a problem. Different languages work for different purposes, and that's okay. But we now have open source DCP. Now, I do want to point out, let's go over to the pull requests. If we look at the closed pull request number 2, this is where I switched to that license. You may say, what about that EULA that said, hey, we might rug pull this later, or we may change things later. This pull request number 2 solves that problem. So one of the things it does is it replaces the proprietary Microsoft EULA with an MIT license text, and it deletes the EULA. So it's saying, hey, that wasn't there. We're getting rid of it. We're making sure that it's open source. We're making sure that it's MIT. We're making sure that the scary language that was in there, if you go look at the deleted EULA, you can see, there's some things here about not reverse engineering, decompiling, disassembling, etc. All this, it really is a standard boilerplate EULA from Microsoft for things that are not open source. And so that's gone away now. And now the license is very clear that it's an MIT license. In fact, if you go back one level here and go back to pull request number 3, we'll see they changed the copyright headers. So a whole bunch of files have copyright headers. If you go over here, it used to say Copyright Microsoft Corporation. Now it says Copyright Microsoft Corporation, licensed under the MIT license. So it's being very clear here that while this is from Microsoft and copywritten by Microsoft, it's actually MIT license. So It is open source. You can work with it. You can, fork it and create your own, et cetera, whatever you want to do. So I just want to clear that up, that Aspire, I guess, again, is fully open source. It is definitely something you can rely on and use, and I think it's a great product. I'll be doing more videos on it in the coming weeks, but it now has full MIT license throughout, so you can be comfortable in using it. All right, thanks for watching. And as always, I am Tim Corey.